Hi, world. Gonna need security. Thank you. Hi. I just wanted to introduce myself because it's like I'm gonna do this like I'll hopefully finish in 5 minutes. I want this to go viral because I want people to understand the seriousness of my safety. Oh, what this guy's texting. I don't want to cry. I don't know what happened to that chain I had. I just wanted to send this message. I want to fix the. I want to heal the world. I want to make it a better place for you and for me. I want the children to laughter and to remind us that there are beautiful families out there that will. If you never had a good reminder of a childhood, at least will create a better future, a brighter future for your future child of your children if you and your goals and endeavors. uh, I know you guys can hear what's going on. For the longest I haven't been online due to the fact that I've been a target for bullying. I've been bullied. A lot of people might not recognize that what's going on. They might take it as a joke or some kind of family feud to engage in. But there is a public hearing and there is a privacy act. There's rights. Okay. And I feel like my rights have been definitely breached due to the fact that I don't know who to call or who do I go to for this little insult that came upon my family. Although I haven't been around my family, I noticed that a lot of people would like to meet them and want to know what it is about the YouTube and social media and why is there a silent hand, and there's so many things that's going on in the background of our lives, and I want to be able to put an end to all of the background clutter that people do not understand, and that's trying to understand other people's way of life when it's life is about you focusing on your life. So basically, I came up from a homelessness situation. I've always been a homeless child. A lot of people look at me and they're like, they laugh because they can't recognize with somebody who's lost out of their home. But I've always been a homeless child. I've always been raised in another household away from my home. Uh, it was clear to me from since I was a child that that was my circumstance, that was my situation. Um, I wasn't lucky at all growing up. I was very fortunate that government officials were right on the case when it happened. Uh, they like to remove that story, because it's like, let's move on. Everybody wants to move on in life, and we don't want to keep have to rehashing people's pain and sorrow and fights and struggles, and I noticed that we've been faced with a lot of scrutiny. My family's been faced with a lot of scrutiny over the fact that, there's no answers. And it's like there is an answer, but you're questioning the wrong individual, the wrong person for the individual. And so now we're here now at a halt, and I'm wondering what is the problem. Like, all I can think the problem really is there's a guy that's interested in a girl that's not interested in the guy that's interested in the girl. Isn't that so easy? So, yes, I'm sitting on a waterbed. So the thing is like, could you just please help me? I want to be able to reconnect with my family. I'm a Jackson. I'm a Houston Jackson. And I'm always overlooked because from me, it's like so much pain that I caused them because I was too young to understand what was going on with me. I was just a little girl. And now that I'm an adult, like, it's not like the police will come to me and be like, listen, you are this person, you got to go. It's like, no, you have to know who you are. You got to be confident in who you are. You got to tell them who you are when they meet you right away. And they don't really ask. And they just follow you around. You're going to be like, oh, there's 10 cars behind me. Okay, whatever. And it's like, for a child at risk, that's not a real safe environment for a child to be in, knowing that, knowing her circumstance, and not anybody in the neighborhood can help her because everybody in the neighborhood is not from Southeast Asia. They're all from they're all from like an island, some territorial area. And that word alone, territorial, and it's not your territory, meaning that you're trying to take advantage of somebody, and there's a territorial disaster that happened on the land of America that nobody talks about from 1982 because the parents never spoke about it as clear to date as I am speaking for them. And it's always important to be punctual, ladies, children. And I'm not talking about for a show. I'm talking about for class. I'm talking about for school, extracurricular activities, after school programs. Always make sure that you're present. Basketball, be active to save your life. Be active to save your future if you have one. Because a lot of children are misplaced in the world, and they're put in places in disabled situations that it's not fair to them, that they can't help. They don't have a voice because they can't see clear. It's like they're blinded for no reason. So I am doing everything Michael and everything Whitney. And people are asking me like, what is this? Like, I'm trying to vibe to something else. And it's like, that's my whole point. Everybody has their own vibe. So why are you living in my vibe? So now I would like to remove these people out of my vibe because I don't need you in my vibe and you don't need me in your vibe. I'll give you that respect. That makes so much sense. So why is this guy in my vibe begging my wrist? I don't need you on my wrist. I don't need you on my wrist. And I'm not here for an argument because I'm not into no argument with anybody. All I'm just saying is that I just wanted to say, meet my mother for the first time. And as soon as I told the hater, all this drama started coming, like all that drama. I want to meet my mother. I would never think that entertainment news versus the news is the biggest secret to society and the biggest secret to community. And that is the saddest thing, to see the children along the wayside that need a help in hand. They want a future. They want a bright family. And it's like, how are they going to get those families if everything that is designed or that's come up out of that treacherous war that they've had for the land title, which doesn't belong to the Europeans. American land does not belong to the Europeans. It doesn't belong to those territorial disasters, the people that are jailed. Okay? So it's like, stop fighting my mother and my father for their land. It's their land. This is their joy. Okay? And there's a lot of confusion of who their child is. And that is why I see where the issue is. So stop trying to be other people. I know she got a great life. Do you ever think about thanking somebody for the great life that they have and not trying to walk in their shoes? You walk in their shoes, your shoes is going to burn up on you. Did you ever try to rob a bank and the money just burnt? You see some guy running down the sidewalk with a black bag and the backpack just catches on fire and all this money starts flying out everywhere? Did you ever see somebody rob a bank and they're wearing all purple? The ink is dripped all over them. Did you ever see someone rob a bank and their skin color change? They turn pale. Don't try to rob a bank. It's that serious. People are banks. Their futures do not need to be tampered with because of your negligence. Okay? You start caring. We need care world. We need share world. And share world doesn't mean to share your body. Because you guys are losing sight of who you are. What your mother made you. You were a baby. You were a baby first. You were at 2 years old. You weren't robbing anybody for their name's sake. For their baba. If you see a little baby in a room and they're fighting over each other's bottles, that's an issue. Okay? I just want to be clear about that. I love my father. I love my mother. I'm here to do a DNA test. Because a lot of people falsely claim that the father that they seek is their father biologically. And no, it's not. No, he's not. Physically, my mother cannot have over 20 children come on her pom pom. So many girls claim that my mother is their mother. No, that she's not. So that is a very big issue that I've seen in the industry. And Noah, why did you take so long? Because what kind of fantasy dream is this? Is it my thought? And when I was just coming to my senses, why was I badgered for my thoughts? Why was I badgered for my that's my most sense, that's like my most, that's the words, like that's my most sacred area of my life. My most private. That's my privacy. That's my brightest thought. Like, oh, that bright word that you see in the back of your mind, in the back of your eyes, and you keep, that makes you happy, your happy place. Why would you expose my happy place and turn it into your turmoil and talking about my happiness makes you mad? My parents, you're mad at. Don't be mad at my parents because you're not their child. Well, your child does this and your child does this, and I'm a perfect child, and I will do this for your mom, and I will do that for your mom, but you won't do it. So I like your mom more than my mom. And that is a problem. You need to love yourself and love your mother and the God you serve, and stop picking out on me for my happiness, because I don't need you harassing me. And it's a happy time of year. This is the family time of year where you get to reunite. Jobs are slowing down. You don't have to be away from home. You can go home and play with your joy, your family, and spend time with your children. Not going to funerals. Not crying and fighting at food tables. But creating your platform for family, not creating foe. How many of you ever hugged your brother and gave him a kiss on the cheek? And hug him and say, brother, I know you ugly, nigga, what, but I love you. All right? None of you guys do that. Okay, but then you want to stop me and harass me for my high priest, for my priest, for my mother, for my Lord. When I have to come out and do the math, I'm wondering, no one has ever asked me who my mother is. They never asked me. They just told me my mother and dissed me about who my mom is. She's this, she's that, ha ha ha, you're this and you're that, ha ha ha. And that was it. I never explained to you who's my family. They just came and started making fun of me. Oh, there she is. That's her daughter. And what am I supposed to do? I tried to go through smoothly, the system correctly. I couldn't even get to the consulate office with my paperwork because I was badgered at my apartment door by a group of, I call them assailants, apostles, imposters, creeps, predators, terrorists. How embellishing is that? That's terrible. That is so sad to see. She's mad because she can't sing like her. She's mad because her hair is green. Girl, you don't have your priorities straight, and you're having kids. So many young girls are having kids, not children. They've created war within their mind and their body because the intel is incorrect. Their intel is incorrect. They've been following the wrong people. And I just wanted to come out today because I love my mom. I was getting happy within my own private space to meet my mother for the first time, get my life together, to journey. And all you guys do is come in and start harassing me about somebody's life that I have no idea about. Okay, I'm only one individual. Okay, I love my parents. Okay, and I don't need any of you guys harassing my brothers, my sisters, my family that I've never met yet. Okay, because you want to put the world at a stand because you see my hair is blonde? Because I have a pop-up face? There's something very wrong with you. Okay? Pop-up face. Oh, she have a pop-up face. You're very hurtful. You're very unintelligent. And you're very condescending. You're like some kind of critter. Yeah, critter. So anyway, I just want to say happy holidays, happy New Year, happy Kwanzaa, happy Diwali, Ganghe Fachoe, all of the good stuff. And I don't need you coming anywhere close to me if you don't mean me any justice. I don't want to see you walking around me, driving around. You guys are so hurtful. Where's the love that was sent from your above, from your mom, from her bosom? Where is the love? And why if you know that you joined in a bad group, where's the stand up man and say, you know what, is enough. You're acting ridiculous. It's not her fault. You're mad because you're on a trial and you don't tell people you're on trial. And so many people come in saying, what's this fast talk about? Oh, just talk about the trees and talk about everything around you. It's not about that. It's not about that. Why create yourself when you can be transforming your identity, your children? You could be working your transformation instead of creating a jail cell. So that's just a food for thought. I'm about to eat something, some steak rib that man made me. And it's unfortunate in this circumstance that I am. I just want to make it to my family. Please stop harassing me. Because I didn't have to come out and be happy about you insulting me. That wasn't happy. I was just being the bigger individual to walk away from a fight. Because there was no need for you to fight me. There's no need for you to argue with me. I never did anything to you. Or you're defending a cause that is invalid. So I just want you to say, I just want to say, I hope that with a little bit that I said, rest in peace to the ones we've just lost. You know, I don't know any of these people. People are falling out left. Well, I don't know, but people have been falling out, and I just feel that it all could. It didn't have to be that way if you just take my hand, and help. I need a little bit of help, but then they don't want to see me up because if they see me up, they don't really. Oh no, there she is! Ah! And it's like, why be so upset if I'm getting happy? It's about time I'm happy. I've worked all my life. Really, really. It's my time for happiness. I didn't need no harassment from no old boy George. Please back away. You guys are crazy. Okay? The girl got beat. She got beat. Those girls got beat. Because on all honesty, are you crazy? I would never think in my whole life that, in all honesty, I would never think in my whole life that someone would try to stage me. Wait, why would you try to stage me? Are you crazy? Okay, there's no excuse. I'm just saying this. Um, I love you, Mom. I hope that you can forgive me for being away in another country with no airs on my brain. Now I got airs on, and I just thank you for these Christian Dior's you sent me. And I love you. And thank you, Dad, for the the portfolio you sent me. I'm gonna get a job and I'm gonna pay it off so I can receive the rest of the funds. And I just want to say that I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful. Thank you. I love you guys, and I pray that you guys are together. And that's what I say. In our Father, which are in heaven, and I just pray that you are in my mom, because I love my mom, and I love what you've become even more greater than ever. You're the best. And I love you. I just want to say that. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love you, Mom. I love you, Christine. I love you, my family. I love you guys. Thank you so much.